Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Good morning, and welcome to Good Morning Crypto, where we turn your early hours in the morning into your edge and financial freedom. Today, I've got a guest on the show. As you can see, CryptoBilly's up here. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties, so if you do hear a little bit of a feedback loop on Billy's end, let us know. We'll just have to kind of rework all of that and come back another time to hit on this AI project that they're building on. But how are you doing this morning, CryptoBilly? Oh, I'm not
So in
even
my
hearing you
head, you
now.
just finished your sentence. Finish your sentence. Finish your sentence.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything from you now. Yeah, well, I guess that is a wrap on that one, folks. I'm sorry about that. We will try to get that one fixed for a future episode, and then we'll come back and give you all of the alpha on an AI project that CryptoBilly is building with his team. You know, I've seen a few videos from them with Dave Digital on Saturday mornings. It's some really great information. It's a really great AI project. They really create some different style podcasting with the AI really having some feedback from the listeners. You ask a question, Dave Digital jumps in, he asks the AI the question, and it does a really good job at explaining it. But we'll have to do that episode a little bit later. I did have a few things that I wanted to talk about in case this didn't end up happening, so we will go to those news articles instead. But you know what I got pulled up in the background? It's that stock heat map, so let's dive on in, get you prepped for some success today on this slightly shorter show now. So I got that stock heat map pulled up. We are seeing a little bit of some mixed bags this morning. We do have Apple sitting at 0.45% to the downside. We've got Nvidia continuing to see a little bit of sell-off this morning, down 1.27%. We got Berkshire Hathaway in that neutral range and green up 0.01%. We've got Amazon sitting to the downside 0.46% this morning. Eli Lilly also seeing a little bit of some red this morning, down 0.2%. ExxonMobil down 0.14. We've got Tesla down 0.86. PNG was green earlier, now sitting in the red, down 0.06. We've got Microsoft sitting down 0.22. We've got Google sitting down 0.36. Meta sitting down 0.56 this morning. On the crypto side of things, we're seeing quite a bit of red on this daily across the board. Just Leo token sitting in the green. We expect that quite often because Leo token, that exchange token that people move money into when the markets are seeing some sell-off. We're seeing a little bit of green on the hourly. For all transparency, I entered a long this morning, so we will see how that plays out. We got Bitcoin sitting down 0.27%, Ethereum down 0.55%, we've got XRP down 4.2%, BNB sitting down 1.3%, we've got Solana down 2.1%, Dogecoin sitting down 4%, we've got Tron sitting down 2.6%, Cardano down 5.1%, Chainlink down 1.7 after a little bit of a green day yesterday. Off of some big news, we saw Hyperliquid down 7.5, SWI sitting down 5.5, Stellar Lumens moving up in that market cap, sitting at 15, sitting down 4.5. Bitcoin Cash also taking a spot in that market cap, sitting down 3.5%. Avalanche moving a position to the upside as well, sitting down 3.3. We've got H-bar sitting in that number 19 position, down 4.5, and Leo token up 0.8%. For the fear and greeds this morning, stock side sitting in some light greed still, up a point from yesterday, sitting at 67, and the crypto side of things still remaining neutral, not too unexpected, as we have started to see some really strong resistance at a fair value gap that we've been talking about for a while. We talked about it potentially being some resistance yesterday. If you were listening to the show yesterday morning, we saw that resistance falter just a little bit short of that fair value gap target. I really wanted that to get tested again before I took a short. So yesterday I didn't take a short, but definitely could have got that short in action. We came all the way back down to some of those levels we had talked about for that liquidation heat map. We're sitting directly on top of some liquidity. That's people entering some longs from that bottoming action that we were talking about from yesterday as a potential bottoms point. We do have some liquidity all the way back up at that $114,000 point. Let's take a look at that 3-day. Quite a bit of liquidity to the top side there as well, coming in at $114,000 all the way up to about $114,200 there. This 1 week has a lot of liquidity to the top side as well, still sitting in that $115,000 range, ranging all the way up to 117 here. So a broad range to the top side. Zooming on out to that 2 week, you really get that range of top side liquidity highlighted a little bit better here. You do have a little bit of a gap between our top side liquidity still. So if we can get some strong movements to the upside with some strong inflows, might make our way back up to some of that resistance area we had talked about, and then maybe make a move to grab some of this. But I don't think we grab that today, especially with a 3-day weekend coming. Your markets will be closed on Monday, so if we can make a move to the upside, really turn some of these areas back into some support, you could potentially go grab this on Monday with those TradFi markets closed. Let's hop on over to our economic calendar. We didn't have anything too crazy coming out today. Scrolling on down, we get that core PCE price this morning. That'll be I guess it is today that we get all that data. I was thinking it was yesterday that we got all that crazy data, but looks like our crazy data is coming out today. So scratch that. Our big data drop coming out this morning. We got those core PCE price index month over month. We get GDP growth rate coming out as out of Canada. And then goods trade imbalance, PCE price index month over month and year over year. So a nice big heavy data drop coming out this morning. That core PCE is going to be a big one to watch, as we have been seeing inflation pressures ticking up in the core, but at least remaining somewhat neutral on the non-core side. So pay attention to that core PCE data drop this morning. Scrolling on down, you also get that Michigan Consumer Sentiment Final coming out today at 10 a.m. Let's hop over to that Bitcoin chart, see what we got going on in the chats this morning. We got Jesse Gluck first in the chat. Good morning to you. We got Dutchy in here. We got Jay Violet. Good evening to you, madam. Let's see, we got Curtis Hill in here. Scrolling on down, we got Kyle Fields in the chat. He said good morning to everyone. All these technical difficulties across different platforms make me think something significant's happening elsewhere with Google and whatnot. Yeah, I have a lot of issues on my end. Sometimes you just get those hardware glitches though. So today was a hardware problem, but I've been having a lot of problems with streaming on YouTube on my end. It's a a little bit of an issue that I've heard across the space. So I don't know what Google's doing, but they've definitely been doing some testing on YouTube, and it's been messing with a lot of people. We got JR in the chat. Good morning to you. Scrolling on down, we got maybe a Band-Aid in here. Crypto Bedell, good morning to you, sir. Let's see, anyone else in here? We got Crypto Princess. Good morning. We don't see you in here very often, but I'm glad you showed up. Let's see who else we got. Anyone else? Not seeing anyone else. All right, let's dive into this Bitcoin chart. We did see quite a bit of sell off from yesterday. We talked about wanting to hold that 111,800 if we wanted to see that continuation back towards the upside here. We do have this massive red candle that dragged us all the way back down to this fair value gap that we had talked about yesterday if we were unable to hold 111,800. You are starting to see that sideways momentum coming in on our prime oscillator. We got a double bullish divergence here as well with a reversal signal and a bottoming indicator that really came in off of these candles over here. So maybe we could see this be our last little visit down here to this fair value gap, and then make our way back towards the upside. Would really need to reclaim that 111,800. Let's zoom this on out so you can get a little bit of a better view. We're really ranging on the bottom side of this area. That 108,200 has been that nice little bottom side of this range. We do have this coming in as our local resistance for now. If we can get back above it, we can start ranging back up in this area, $110,000 to $118,000. So a little bit of some hopium if we can get back above 111,800. Let's zoom this on in. Take a look at that 4 hour there. 4 hour does look like you could potentially see a little bit of some continued sell off, but that momentum here on that MACD looking a little bit sideways now as we've really started slowing down on how much we're moving towards the upside and back down here. Seeing a little bit of sideways momentum coming in on that MACD cross to the downside. Prime oscillator still pointing a little bit to the downside there. Let me get that moved over so you can see it. There we go. MACD crossing a little bit sideways here as we remain below that zero line. Prime oscillator getting that curvature back down, but that money flow looking like some nice slow sell off there. So could very easily see that switch over to some nice green money flow if we get some nice continuation green candles on that shorter term time frame. Let's zoom this on in. Take a look at the 1 hour this morning. We do see quite a bit of some curvature here on the 1 hour. Let me make sure that is moved over so you can see all that. We did have that nice move off of this resistance above us, came all the way back down to the bottom side of this fair value gap, sitting at 109,600. Got a little bit of some green candles coming on in here after we saw that touch on the bottom side of that fair value gap. Money flow starting to get some curvature, prime oscillator getting some curvature. You do have that MACD with some curvature here as well. Your volume is low. Would wait for some data drops to really come this morning that might increase that volume. We are in that in-between time between that Europe trading and your American market opening up. So I would wait to kind of see that American market opening up to really push in some higher volume here. So let's zoom that on in, take a look at that 15 minute, see what we got going on there. This is down here. That's where I entered my long before we went live. We are seeing that nice curvature here on the 15 minute and seeing that with some strength here as that money flow starts to get that curvature back towards the upside here as well on the 15 minute. Prime oscillator pointing to the upside and your volume slowing down just a little bit. So slow down the volume, coming with some stronger buying here. We do have a few areas to the upside that could potentially be some resistance here on the morning. That's going to be that 110,200. That's the midline of this fair value gap. Seeing a nice big green candle here on this 15-minute. You do have that bottom side of our golden pocket fib extension here coming in at 110,300. So a little bit of a zone right here that we could see come in as some resistance. Top side of that fair value gap is going to be that next real strong area I would look for some resistance on. And that is my first TP1 on my long this morning, coming in at 110,600 for the top side of that fair value gap. I do have a secondary take profit all the way up here at 111,800. I don't know if we get all the way up there just yet. If we can get outside of the fair value gap this morning, we do have a little bit of a resistance area. Let me mark that here, coming in at 111, pretty much on the dot there. That's where we saw price holding up, so might be another little area to see some resistance coming on in. My long's doing all right this morning though, so I'm definitely happy with that. We got any alt requests in the chat for me to take a look at? I did see something on the dollar this morning. We've had this trend line drawn out for a while here. Dollar was in a nice little uptrend. We got that nice break back down to our strong support area, and now we're seeing this trend line that was support coming in as some resistance. Let me get this on the daily time frame so you can get this, so you can see this just a little bit better here. We were seeing that golden pocket come in as some resistance. We got that nice sweep of liquidity above that for anyone playing that money market. We got arrow requested. Can definitely take a look at that. Arrow. And we came back down to our strong support area. We're holding it up quite nicely, but we're now sitting underneath this trend line that was a very strong support. Let's see what we're looking at here on that shorter term time frame now, because this hourly is bumping up against that all over again, but you're seeing that come in as some resistance. We dropped below it, got that bounce off of our very strong support, push back up to our trend line, and have now seen it come in as resistance. We are kind of heating back up to get back up to it. Would potentially look for that to come in as some resistance again, really get those higher lows here and constrict price action before we can get back above it. Would really want to see that retest and continuation on top of there. 15-minute and the morning, looking like you can get that next little pushback up towards it, and then might have to watch that cool down on the 15-minute before you can really get that strength from the 1 hour coming in, because you are getting that little curve back up here, but it is looking a little bit toppy, so would need to see a little bit of some cool off, maybe have a little bit of sideways price action underneath that resistance, and that would allow this to get a little cool off and then really curve back towards the upside there. My ETH long triggered while I was asleep. Hey, I love setting those limits, have it fill, you just wake up and you're printing dollars. So always nice to make some money while you're sleeping. My favorite way to do it, we enter on that age of trading time zone. We wake up in the morning and we have a little bit of green money in there. So let's see. Jesse, COQ is dead. So we take a look at COQ or we don't take a look at COQ. Y'all let me know. Do we want to take a look at COQ? I got that on the list there. All right. We had arrow requested. So let's take a look at some arrow and see what we got going on there. Oop. Hitting the wrong buttons. Arrow. The E and the R right next to each other there. Arrow. Oh, came in right at a long trending support line there. Let's take a look at the daily here. See what we're looking at. Got that nice break above. It's been a while since I looked at arrow, really touching on those levels we had apparently talked about before. We got Steve Hickey in the chat. Good morning to you. Let's see, anyone else in here? Conspiracy Crypto, good morning. That was who caught the ETH long Iko in here as well. Good morning to you. We got one viewer on X. Good morning to you. And we got several lurkers in the background. So good morning to all of you. We got Jay coming in here. Good morning, good morning. Hope you're having a great morning so far. Let's see, we got this nice break up above what was some sideways trading price action with some higher lows and some higher highs here. Got that nice sweep below our trading range, bounce off of our strong support at 71 cents, and then we got that move back up to our golden pocket here. We're now coming back to retest our top side of the range here. We do have the potential for a little bit of a break below that, kind of test on this 382 coming in at $1.08 there, and then see if we can hold that as some support. The daily does look a little bit bearish here, but you know, we have a strong data drop coming out this morning that could really give price that boost back towards the upside. If not, definitely have that data drop that could push price back into the sideways trading range, coming in that 90-ish cents would be that area to kind of watch for some support if we don't hold that 382 coming in at $1.08 there. Hourly is looking a little bit bottomy here. Let's get this moved on over, zooming on in. We've got that MACD breaking to the downside a little bit more. We've got a bullish divergence here. Money flow getting that curvature here. Prime oscillator getting that curvature. Really have some oversold signals. Two reversal signals that have flashed. I would wait for that third reversal signal to really flash and see if we can hold that area as some support. So definitely have a nice little area below us as we've dipped below that trend line there. It did come in as support when we got that break above it. So nice little breakout retest and push towards the upside. We're kind of going to have to see if we can get that test of the 382. 15-minute getting that curvature as well. Let's zoom this on in so you can see it a little bit better there. Getting that nice little curvature here on a MACD. Prime oscillator also getting that move towards the upside as that sell-off has slowed up just a little bit this morning. You do see price consolidating underneath our trend line there, so would really wait to see if this is going to be some resistance or is going to be turned into some support so that we can come back up and retest the lows of this range, coming in about $1.19. Let's get that horizontal drawn out there. There we go. $1.19 going to be that area to kind of watch for some resistance there. Jesse, COQ is always good for a chuckle. Let's see. I guess we can take a look at it. COQ. Is it on here? On Kraken. Nice consolidating price action. What the heck? Why is it giving me an exponential for the price on this? Is it that small? 0.5 to the -6 here, or 0.5 to the 6th? Like, how small is this price? I don't even want to, like, that's crazy. COQ. Dang. Nice strong sell off there. Breaking back towards the lows here. Let's see if something else has some longer price history. I'm guessing it's this one. Yeah, dang. Making new lows on this. So definitely breaking towards the downside. Could potentially see a little bit of some upside momentum here. How small is it? Yeah, I set y'all up for it. But look, like, why is it giving me an exponential for the price action? Like 0.6 to the 6th. So, like, a bunch of freaking zeros here. Like, that's crazy. I've never seen a math equation to tell me what the price is. That's brand new there. So, let's see. Trying to come in and really turn that bottom side into some support. Coming in 388 to the exponential 6. So I don't know, I got 6 zeros and then 388, I'm guessing there. Uh, really trying to hold that as some support. We do have a little bit of an area above that. 4432 to the 6 exponent. I I'm really not a fan. That is giving me math equations to know what price is. It's too early in the morning to do math like that. So I would wait to see if we can get some support on that. Daily is looking like you could get some nice curvature here. Goodness, why? Just setting it all up for the jokes in the chat there. Daily getting that curvature. We've got that 4 hour, probably getting that curvature here as well. Yeah, getting that nice sideways on the MACD. Wait, y'all are just too much. Asking me to look at this asset, and then you're just gonna make jokes in the chat about everything. Maybe try a fib extension. Yeah, cause that's not gonna be a joke in the chat or anything. Extending on the COQ. Jeez, y'all some dirty people. Let's see, breaking below the 236 on that extension, and then waiting to see if we can come in at some support on 43217 exponential 6 hourly, breaking to the downside here. Prime oscillator is got some bullish divergence here as we make those lower lows, but that prime oscillator heating up just a little bit. Could potentially see 0.5352 exponential 6 on that. So 6 zeros, 53521 being a little bit of some resistance. Above that's going to be the 236 at 6 zeros, 5844. So that's what I got for you on COQ. Y'all got any real assets for me to take a look at? Wasted 25% of this live stream. Yeah, well, I hope y'all had some fun in it, because y'all are some absolute degens. Hey, Diggity, I can't even say that on the stream. What are you guys doing to me? Uh, all right, let's see what we got on some ADA. Let's go to a normal asset. We still have another 35% to waste to make your quota, or the chat isn't doing our job. Hey, as long as y'all had fun, that's what matters. I'm sure the one viewer on X is like, what the heck is going on? Because I can't see the chat, but y'all are having way too much fun. You should join us over here on YouTube. We have a lot of fun in the chats, and half of this stuff I can't even say on stream because we have that filter going on that we don't say bad things, so we can get monetization. ADA seeing some bottoming here on this 4 hour is breaking to the downside just like Bitcoin was. We do have a little bit more to the downside we could go, and that's where we had talked about the other day, seeing 80 cents come in as some support there. Let's get back to that hourly though. Hourly is looking like you could see that potential for some upside here, as we did get that nice break to the 50% line on our fib retracements. Not that extension there, Dutchy. Getting that nice curvature here on the prime oscillator with a reversal signal that is flashed. True 7 clipped out, and we're really just waiting on some strong money flow to come on in. We do have that potential resistance directly above us at 84 cents. Let's get that as a short-term time resistance area. That'd be that area to watch for some resistance. 84 cents. If we can get back above it, really turn it into some support here, could make our way back up to 88 cents. That's an area that ADA has liked quite a bit. It has been resistance, it has been support, it has been support. Zooming on back here, it was resistance. We got a nice little break above it for liquidity grab. Zooming on back all the way here, it was our nice little resistance area before we got that strong break to the downside. So 88 cents would be that next upside target I would really look for there. 15-minute and the morning. Let's see what we got here. 15-minute, getting that strong move off of the 50% line. We did get that nice sweep below it, so probably grabbing some liquidity and then making that move back towards the upside here. MACD getting that curvature back towards the upside as we're breaking above our indicator line here. Prime oscillator also getting that curvature back towards the upside. So really waiting to see if we can get back up to that potential resistance area of 84 cents. Let's see if we got anything else to take a look at. Can we see a fib extensions on? Jesus, y'all are just trying to get me demonetized here, aren't you? Let's see. Ronan, if you have time, says Curtis Hill. Well, we've definitely got some time for that. We do have a giveaway to announce at the end. So, got time for this asset and then potentially one more. K Diggity saying got him. Yeah, well, at least I proofread my chats before I say them on stream. Unlike some people, you could pretty much drop whatever you want in Trade Intuition stream, and he'll start to read it on the stream and then be like, oh, I can't finish that sentence, which is so much fun. Okay, Ethereum said, yep, Ethereum says Jesse. We can take a look at that after this. We got that daily consolidating here. Nice new lows here for Ronin. Let's see if we can come back down to some support. We do have that MACD breaking to the downside. Money flow in the green here on this daily. So would like to hold 48.8 as some support here. Let's see what we got on a fib extension. We've got those lows to our high here. We're gonna negate that scammy price action and come back down to our lows here. 236 coming in as some resistance. Could potentially watch for that bouncing action. Actually, pretty much got that bouncing action there. So looking like you could potentially get that continuation back up to the 236 there. Looking like just making some higher lows. Really waiting to see if we can break back above this 236. This 382 coming in as some strong resistance at 56 cents there. Let's take a look at that hourly, see what we're looking at for today. Looking a little bit bottomy here. T.I. Joe. Yeah. He is fun. Can you look at Crow if you can? Potentially. We got about 6 minutes. So getting some curvature here on the MACD and that prime oscillator true 7 clipped out here. Money flow in the red. So would really need to see some strong money flow coming in here on the 15-minute. That rolls over into that hourly and a big green candle. Money flow in the red here on the 15-minute, but getting that prime oscillator curving back up to the upside, and we're breaking our indicator line here on the bottom side. So looking for some short-term resistance, maybe at 51 cents there, and then see if we can turn that into some support to get back up to the 236 and 53 cents, which has been resistance as we've been below it. So that's what I would look for on that one. Let's see, we had Ethereum real quick. Let's see what we got there. Ethereum making that move back towards what was an area we were looking for some potential resistance on. We did get that all-time high. Let's get this zoomed on in. Take a look at this 4-hour here. 4 hours still breaking to the downside on that MACD. We do have our money flow in the green. We're really waiting to see if we can get this pull back into this nice little zone here. It was held as some support. We got that rejection off of the midline, and then we blasted through it. We're now retesting in this fair value gap here. So looking like we got that nice strong bounce off of the bottom side. That was 4,335. Really waiting to see if we can get that push back up towards our midline area. That's going to be $4,530 there. So potential area for some resistance directly above us. Let's see what this hourly is looking like. Hourly getting that curvature back towards the upside. Money flow just starting to get into the red though. So you do have a little bit of an area to the bottom side that you could watch for. Coming in at $4,068. A little bit below that would be that golden pocket fib extension at 3,871. But I would look for this price action at $4,072 first. Let's get that coming in as a little bit of a stronger support area. Lock that. That's what we got for some Ethereum. Let's see anything else there. Crow. We'll take a quick look at Crow and then we'll announce that giveaway. CRO. Let's see. Crow. Crypto.com making that big move towards the upside here. Let's get some fib extension levels drawn on up. Continuing to make those strong moves. Let's see. Got that on the daily there. Let's zoom it back, take a look at the history, see where we could potentially see some resistance areas. Let's see. We got 37 cents being an area where we could potentially see some resistance at. Let's see. 37 cents, that'd be an area to watch for there. Let's see if we had gotten up to it. Dang, pretty much rejected off of that level there. So let's get that fib extension drawn on up from a more macro here. Let's get that weekly pulled on up. Take a look at a fib extension here. We got our lows to our high. Gonna have to go from the other one. Lows to our high. To the lows back down here. See if we got that nice break above the 1618. So would potentially look for a retest of our old highs here at 23 cents. That'd be a nice little area to watch for. Things are extremely overheated on Crow, and then we could potentially make our move back up towards that 1618 at 33 cents, and then our resistance up at 37 cents, 38 cents. So those are those areas towards the upside for Kronos. Let's get that. Well, I guess I had to update something in the background. There we go. Let's get this giveaway pulled on up here and see what we're looking at. So we had this giveaway that we were announcing. It is from our stream from yesterday. Let me make sure that I got this all pulled up correctly. We got that stream from yesterday, and here we go. Let's make sure that's muted, pause it. All right, and copy, and we will repaste that in there. And if you commented 2FA, you are entered for that chance to win a YubiKey 5C NFC. So a nice new way to handle your security. It is a physical two-factor authentication device, and I will teach you how to use it if you need it. It should have some very easy instructions as well. This will take the place of having a code sent to your phone or your email here. So that is a nice little security device that I use myself. So I'm a big fan of them, and I wanted to give one away. So let's roll the dice here and see who we got. We've got there's the stream, 2FA. We're filtering out duplicate users, so you don't get that chance for 2 entries there. So let's see who that winner is. Let's see, amount of unique comments, and start. We got 18 entries there. Let's see who's that winner. We got Dylan VA. Congratulations to you, Dylan VA. You are the winner of that YubiKey 5C NFC. Go ahead and reach out to us in Discord or on X if you've got me over there, and we will make sure that you get your hands on that. How did I miss the prize? Well, it's It's 18, one of 18 chance. So maybe going on in the future, we can get you one of those. So I do have a little link on Amazon for you to get a little bit of a discount. So potentially going forward, we can do some more giveaways of a YubiKey. They are an amazing company, and I'm a big fan of them. But it is time to wind that show on down. Reach out to me on the Discord or X, and we will make sure that you get that, Dylan. Make sure to tune in to the rest of the shows here on the Piper Academy. We've got that morning market report at 10 a.m. We've got Trading with OC at 8 p.m. Great places to be if you want that alpha. We break it on down for you every single day, Monday through Friday, and we do our absolute best to make sure that you're prepared and you got the knowledge, because knowledge is profit. There will be no show on Monday. I'll be out of town and enjoying the holiday, and hopefully y'all are enjoying it too if you're here in America. If you're not, and you're over in Europe like some of my watchers here, or you're in Australia, just enjoy some time off, and we will get back to it on Tuesday. Until then, make sure to wake up, because today's going to be a good day.